Still on energy news, Eskom has launched its National Community Co-operatives in Butterworth in the Eastern Cape. This is part of its effort to curb rampant electricity theft and vandalizing of supply infrastructure. Butterworth is one of the areas with the highest incidence of electrical infrastructure vandalism in the country. Eskom will partner with institutions of interest like municipalities to combat the problem. SABC reporter Abongile Jantjies caught up with Monde Bala, who's Eskom's group executive for distribution.
Well, the issue of cable theft is once again under the spotlight here in the Eastern Cape. We are at the Ngoma local municipality in the town of Butterworth, where it's been flagged as a hotspot area for cable theft. It has affected businesses in the area and the pumping of water. You'd recall that this area is one of the hard-hit areas when it comes to drought. But to tell us more from a delegation from Eskom, I do have a group executive member, Monde Bala. A very good morning to you, sir, and thanks for joining us. Kindly paint for us, how is the issue of cable theft on a national scale?
The issue of cable theft on a national scale is a big problem for Eskom, not just for Eskom but for the country as a whole. The issue of energy security, as we know that Eskom is currently in the news for load shedding, and now we've introduced a new intervention called load reduction. That is largely due to issues of theft and vandalism of the infrastructure. Not only that, but also of electricity theft that comes as a result of illegal connections and meter tampering.
Coming to where we are at Butterworth, you're saying that it's been flagged as a hotspot area. What might be the cause of that in this small town?
What we're seeing is that we're seeing crime syndicates that are just operating without regard for the lives of the people that they're affecting. They are stealing all parts of the infrastructure. We assume that we're to sell that onto the illegal scrap dealers. So we think that is what is behind with this theft and vandalism.
One other factor could be that it's because of the long wait for electricity for residents to have electricity. That's why they resort to installing illegally. What's your view on that?
As Eskom works hand in hand with the municipality, with the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy to expedite electrification. In the municipality of Ngoma, we have almost achieved universal access in terms of electrification. So that means that close to 90% of the houses in this area are electrified. So all that we are seeing now is syndicates, crime syndicates that just want to vandalize and steal parts of the network for their commercial gain. Add to that, we're also seeing that there's people that evade having to pay for electricity for what they use. So that is another big problem that we're sitting with. But yes, working closely with the municipalities and with other role players, we are hoping that we can overcome this sketch.
In terms of losses financially, how much are we talking about here?
So in the municipality of Ngoma, in the past couple of years, Eskom has spent over 20 million just to effect repairs from this vandalism. Over and above that, due to electricity theft, it's further millions that we have lost in this area due to electricity theft.
Okay, I thank you so much for your time. So I understand that you have another commitment to get to. Thank you very much.
I thank you.
Well, that was Monde Bala from Eskom here in the Eastern Cape. She's from Eskom, telling us that the scourge of cable theft is quite alarming here in this municipality, and that they are trying to find ways to curb that. Back to you in studio.